The following podcast is recommended for mature audiences only. The following podcast is recommended for adults only. Maturity is not a requirement.
Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Dear Download, a podcast where we get to share our most intimate and treasured memories of Download Festival. We'll talk about each year, the bands we saw, the bands we missed, and everything else noteworthy that happened across the weekend. Also, we'll touch upon any news, other festivals, and the music industry past, present and future. This week we've already talked about the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday and all the bands that are playing. This week is just going to be the everything else bit, and I mean there's so much to go through, so we're going to try and cover as much as we can. I'm Adam and I'm here with the one and only Simon.
Hello. Don't say one and only.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, the what else is there? The
apex.
The apex.
Hey, there you go. On topic, on brand. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Buzzing.
Good. How has your last couple of weeks been?
Yeah, good. I've just been shopping around for the last kind of bits that I need, really, because I was looking at it thinking, shall I bring my own stuff of certain things? Like, normally I bring like a normal pillow, but I was like, I just don't want to carry. I want to carry as less as possible, so I brought a blow-up pillow because it just folds up to fuck all, so you can carry it. Just picking up little bits and pieces. This is very okay. We won't get into the weather yet. We'll get onto it later. But this is me being very preemptive. I bought another suntan lotion spray today.
Nice.
just in case, because I have a feeling we're going to go through quite a bit there this time. Because even people don't realise if it's cloudy but the sun's still there, you can still get sunburnt to shit. And I'm the exact sort of person that would happen to. So I'm like, bring as much of it as I possibly can. So, yeah, that's it, really. Yeah, nothing apart from that. Just working, trying to get the last few days out of the way and get to download. What about you, dude?
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm doing okay. I talking about sunburn, I think I've just sort of slightly sunburnt my neck taking the dog and the kids out for a walk. So,
no, you didn't.
It was only out for about an hour. So,
you didn't protect yourself, did you?
No, I didn't at all. I mean, generally, I don't really burn that much anyway because I'm out. I've been out in it for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So I don't really burn, but if it's really, really hot, then I will.
Do you get like proper tanned? Because, like you said, you've been outside for so long doing the postal routes. Like, you must get proper tanned by the end of the summer.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed like you can even sort of tan a little bit if you're out during the winter and the sun's out.
Mm.
I never go back to I never go completely white or anything. It's odd. But yes, I do go quite brown. So that summer, 2018, when we had that heat wave, I was, very, very tanned that year. But I always forget to do my socks, my sock line. I've always got these bright white feet.
God, do you remember that 2018 heat wave? That was crazy, man. Like all the grass was like dead everywhere because it was like, what was it? It was like 6 or 7 weeks of just constant sun, wasn't it? It was mental.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Crazy. That was it was awesome. It was awesome. It killed everything, but it was great. Yeah, and everyone was like, global warming. This is going to be our summer all the time now. What happens at the next download? Fucking pisses it
down. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, I'm just getting hyped as well. It's just so much. It's just so close. It's so at the time of recording, we're recording on a Thursday this week. So this time next week we'll be drunk in a field.
So what is it? 6 days until we go.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to say 6 with a weird lisp. Then we've got 6 days until we go. We've gone mental.
It's 6 days. I've got 1 day left to work
Is that tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I've got the whole week off next week.
Nice.
So just Saturday to go. I'm on a bike again on Saturday. So I've been driving.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I've been driving for about 5 months now, and what was it? I did a lot of walking a couple of weeks back, and I was knackered. I was like, I'm really out of practice of walking a lot. Anybody knew I'm a postman, so I've been walking 10 plus miles every day for the last 9 years.
It's like you said before, like if you didn't do a load of walking in your job, you would be massive because you do so many steps. Like it's insane how many steps you must have done over the last 10 years. Like mad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so it's going to be interesting how I fare on Saturday. And it'll be a good idea of how I'm going to fare next Wednesday with the carrying stuff as well. That's why I brought it up.
I honestly think, right, no matter of training or, I think I have very good cardiovascular, like, exercise and all that sort of stuff. Nothing prepares you for the first download carrying. Like, no training, no weightlifting, no cardiovascular exercise. It's just going to hurt. And even though, fingers crossed, we'll go into it, the walk is a lot shorter, I can guarantee you we will still be moaning about it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, obviously we've got loads to go through this episode. We're going to go through all of the bands that are playing on the Bawdy Takeover on the Wednesday, a lot of the site changes, a lot of the ticket changes, all sorts of things. I mean, a lot of this information you can get on the website.
But don't get it there. Get it here. Don't go to the website. Don't just turn it off now.
No, but there's going to be lots of stuff that we don't get to go through. So make sure you do go through the website as well. Because I know tickets are going to come up. I don't know how to do the e-tickets yet. I've never used a wallet on my phone or anything like that.
It's easy, man. It's easy. We've done it for the pilot. Obviously, there was no, it's a piece of piss. You get it. It'll be in an email thing. You'll download it. You just switch it to your wallet. It's so simple, dude. You just get your phone out, boom, they scan it, get your wristband, you're in. If anything, we'll talk about tickets in a minute, but it's actually easier than paper tickets, even though I will miss paper tickets. But yes, you'll be fine, man. It's cool.
Cool. But yeah, I haven't done any shopping yet for it. I'm planning on doing it Tuesday. So.
I haven't done
proper man.
Yeah, I haven't done food or booze shopping yet. We'll save that. My brother's coming up on the Tuesday night. We're all driving down together, so we'll wait till then to get the booze and the food. I bought a bottle of Zubrovska vodka, the bison grass one, because I particularly wanted that one. Oh, okay, so it's like Polish vodka, but it's got like a piece of bison grass in it, so it gives it like a weird sort of flavour. I'll let you try it when we get there. It's one of the weirdest, nicest things I've ever tasted. I'll let you taste of it because you'll be miffed by it. Your brain probably won't be able to work out what's happening. But I wanted that, and I just randomly saw it in a store, so I was like, I'm going to buy that now because in case they don't have it in Asda on Tuesday night when we go. So just preempted.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, tequila, we're going to talk about alcohol now.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Tequila obviously has the little worm in it, or whatever it is. Yeah. Then the next one I knew of was Goldschlager that had gold bits in it.
Oh, do they still make that? I haven't seen that in a long time.
I don't know. It I feel like Jägermeister took over its gimmick, even though Jägermeister they don't really have a gimmick. Goldschlager used to be going from me and my circle of friends. Goldschlager was the go-to shot before Jägermeister, and then Jägermeister was just like all anybody drank after that.
Yeah, they were really pushing it. Should I tell you a secret?
Go on.
I don't like Jägermeister.
No, I know you said before.
Sorry to the rock world that everyone's just like, yeah, rock and roll, Jägermeister. I really don't like it. I think it tastes like shit. But I will have a Jaeger bomb. Someone hands me a Jaeger bomb all over it. But I'll drink it. I'll drink any alcohol anyone passes me. But I wouldn't choose to get a Jägermeister. I would choose some other stuff. I'd choose a tequila over a Jaeger all day long. Me too. But yeah, I've never liked it that much. Was it true about the Grolschlager thing? Like, everyone used to say, yeah, man, I don't know if this is true or not. Yeah, man, it has the gold pieces in it. So when you drink it, it cuts your throat a little bit so that alcohol gets into your bloodstream quicker.
That's what I heard. I never knew, or I never found out if it was true or not.
I mean, that can't be true. They must have been soft pieces. You can't have been shotting hard bits of glass that cut into your... Like, it doesn't make any sense. But at the time, I just thought, yeah, of course that's what it does. Like,
Yeah.
no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, someone clear that up for us? Yeah. Someone clear it up for us.
Because we can't, yeah. And then obviously you got the grass, a bit of bison grass.
Bison grass, yeah.
I am really interesting. Really interesting. I am really interested.
You are really interesting, yeah. But you're also interested.
Yeah, I am interested to know what else people put in drinks now. That's so cool. I think
I've heard of one where there's like a Sri Lankan drink or some sort of Asian drink that has like a dead snake in it. I've heard of one that has a scorpion in it. I think you just get loads of like random shit, but you probably can't buy them in this country. But if you go to, to Asia or somewhere like that, you could probably get some fucking crazy shit, man.
Yeah. Fuck.
That'd be awesome. Cool. Yeah, that is cool. I'd love to try that.
Yeah.
We'll have to settle for bison grass.
Bison, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know what I'm going to be taking here. I might take a box of wine. I found recently lager or beer, I need to wee a lot more than I used to. Once I get to like my third or fourth can, it just hits me. I'm like, yeah, my bladder, I'm full. Yep. You need to go now. And so I don't want to be that to happen in a field. So I might bring some wine or something else.
Oh, dude, I know.
As well as lagers.
I know as soon as, like, maybe it's, I mean, I know we're still really young, but, like, when you get to a certain age, it's true, though. Like, before, like, now, once the floodgates are open, I literally can't stop pissing. After every drink, I need to go to the toilet. It's crazy. Yeah. Vicky always says to me, "You going to the toilet again?" I'm like, I need to piss. I can't not. I'm going to fucking piss myself like any second. I don't know what happens, but yeah, maybe it's like when you get into your 30s, that just happens naturally. Because I do not remember going to the toilet this much when I was in my 20s. That's not at all.
I like to think my bladder's a little bit wiser, and he just not my bladder, my kidney, and it's just like this is not good for us. Let's just get rid of this straight away.
Before it's absorbed into the system and actually gets you drunk. Get it in, get it out.
That's my theory. And there's also a theory of the brain cells. Like people say like drinking kills brain cells. What is it? But it's a bit like buffalo, where the slowest, weakest ones get caught at the back. So drinking kills the slowest, weakest brain cells, right? I'd assume.
Nice. All the good ones, all the ones you need are just like evading it. Nah. All the ones that are like, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I'm dead.
Oh, shit, I'm dead.
Shit, I'm dead. There's the booze.
I think that's probably true.
You can tell. I think everyone can generally tell in this episode that we are super giddy at the moment. Like we are like fucking two just little boys. We just can't hide the excitement. Just here chatting absolute rubbish.
Yes, it's true. Let's get back on track.
Wait 2 seconds. Slightly. Can I just sort this out? Because this is moving around. Hold on.
Yeah. What is it? But he's getting some gaffer tape. If he's getting gaffer tape, he's a true musician. Gaffer tape and anything and everything down. What did you get?
I got some tape because my thing is...
What kind of tape?
Black electrical tape.
Black, okay.
Why?
Well, me and the listeners were having a little chat.
Sorry, yeah, my...
I said, I bet you're getting some gaffer tape, because if you do, you're a proper musician, and anything and everything gaffer taped.
Get the gaffer out. No, my pop shield grip is broken, so I'm just doing some DIY.
Cool.
Good.
Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So I was just saying. Try and get a little bit back on track.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Should we go to some news first before we go to the main topic?
Do you have any news?
No.
Well, neither do I, because I thought technically this is all news.
Yeah, it is all news.
Good point. Yeah, really.
Well, there won't be any news. Just one album that's come out since last time we spoke that I've been listening to, by a band called Nomi. I spoke about them before. I can't remember where they're from. I think they're Swedish. But yeah, it's a very good album. I can't describe it in a decent way that you normally do. I've done a few albums that are like in Swedish and a few albums that are a bit weird and different types of music. So going into this, I wasn't sure what kind of album it would be, but yeah, it's a normal good rock music.
Oh, awesome.
Album.
In English or Swedish?
I'm pretty sure it's English. Yeah, it's English, this one.
Okay, sweet. Wicked, man. I'll check it out if you recommend.
Yeah.
I'll give it a listen.
That's the band that did the song called Run that I said about a few episodes back.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Run, motherfucker, Run?
Sweet.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll check it out, man. I'll give it my review.
Before we go into the main topic, talking about everything else that's happening at Download this week, we just want to give one final reminder that we're looking for you to send your stuff into us. Tell us what you love about Download Festival, what it means to you, and we'll feature it on an episode that we'll be releasing on Wednesday morning of Download Festival. Just to pick me up, I guess. I know people are going to be buzzing anyway, but that's what we want to do. You can send in a voice clip. You can send in. You can write into us, and one of us will read it out. But yes, by the time this comes out, I'll probably be doing it in about 2 days. So if you're listening to this on release day or the day after, your deadline is now. So go and record it or write it and then come back and listen to this. We're not going anywhere, but I do have a deadline of when I need to be putting this episode together. So go and do it now if you've been planning on doing it and haven't done it yet, and come back to us. Also, just before we go into it, come and join us on social media. Come and follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Come and join the community that we're trying to build. Go and watch Simon's YouTube videos if you've not come here from there. I've seen a lot of awesome comments on things recently, or people writing into us saying that they came over from your YouTube, which is awesome. Thank you to you, Simon, for making them awesome. And thank you to you listeners for coming over from there and doing what he says. Go and listen to my podcast. But yeah, we just want to keep it going, keep the conversation going. Want you to interact with us. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go into talking about everything else at Download Festival.
Come on, Ron. Come on, Ronnie. Come in, son. Take us in.
Send for me, Download!
Thank you, Ronnie. So like we said earlier, we're just going to go through pretty much everything else that has been announced recently, everything else there's loads and loads of stuff that's come out recently since, being only a week away. They've released the set times now. They put a proper detailed map out. You couldn't read because it wasn't very detailed. It was just so blurred.
It was proper. A lot of people were complaining about it. They're like, that's a really great map. It would be even better if I could actually look at it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I found somebody commented in one of the Facebook groups with a link to a proper detailed map where you can actually zoom in and read the writing and see what is where, because you couldn't see. It was horrible, the original map that Download released. I don't know where this one was from, but yeah, I've downloaded it.
This one's much better.
Yeah,
good job.
I don't know. Usually sending it, I think I sent it to you through Facebook, didn't I? Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And it usually loses some quality. So if
it compresses it a little bit, but I can still zoom in and read it all, so it's fine.
Okay, well, that's fine. I can put it in our drive for you to download if you want.
It's all good, dude.
But first thing, some of the biggest news is the naming of the second and main stages.
Yes. Well, this is the thing, right? Because they put a thing out for everyone to vote. And everyone wanted like memorial name stages, and as much as it's nice to dedicate to things to people, it's also a bit depressing. I think naming a stage is great, but it also reminds you of the thing that's there. So I think having because you've got the Dogtooth stage, it's a cool name, doesn't mean anything, but it's a cool way of doing it. Avalanche stage, which is actually quite a cool name for a stage, so it's like cool. And then now you've got the Apex and Opus stage, which I think, if you take them out of context, you're like, yeah, they're not very good names, but they're good stage names.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what everyone's moaning about, because I when you look at them on the map, you're like, they actually do fit in. Dogtooth, Avalanche, Apex, Opus, that's pretty cool. When you put it into context, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I agree with that. But it just did anybody actually vote for the Opus? I mean, because they put it out and said, like, we want you to help name the stages.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, they didn't say the name with the most votes will get it. They just wanted suggestions that they would choose from. And so they chose, it was 3. It went down to 3, the Castle, the Opus, and the Reaper stage. And then, was that voted on? I can't remember.
That was voted on, so I remember.
For the 3. And, and the Opus stage won that one.
Yeah. And then they just were like, oh, well, since we've got the Opus, we might as well name the main stage, because it's just called the main stage, the Apex stage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of cool. They go to the Apex and Opus go together quite well. So I'm happy about that. I've got no qualms with it, really. Apex stage actually sounds pretty sick.
Yeah. I've got a suspicion that this was all done just to get people's email addresses, but I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know if that fits in there properly again.
Could be.
Yeah, I.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was,
this.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I think you might be right with that one. But still, I think they're cool. And the thing about it is it's new, so people will be like, eh. But after a year or two, it will just be part of download, you know. So I don't think they're bad. They could have been a lot worse. So and they're short, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah, Stagey McStageface should have been the name.
That's ridiculous, though. That's ridiculous. I would have hated that. Yeah, I know everyone loved it, but it's like, it's funny, but is that something you really want your stage named as? No.
Yeah, no. I think they actually put in the original post, like, Stagey McStageface is banned. You cannot, you're not allowed to name it that. Because it's been a name for everything since that boat won, didn't it? I'm sure you heard the story of where that name came from.
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was a boat, and the name that won online was Boaty McBoatface, and they didn't go with it. You know, it was a poll, it was a voting thing, and that won by miles. They chose not to go with that name, and ever since that's why it's something face.
That makes sense to me now. I just thought it was just a funny name that everyone liked, but now that makes more sense. Yeah. So again, defying the people that wanted.
Yeah. It could have been something before that. That was the first instance of it that I heard. It's probably going back at least 10, maybe 15 years, something like that now. It's a long time ago. No, maybe not 15. A long time ago. So that might not be the origin story of it. It might have been before that. I don't know.
Sounds about right, though. Sounds about right.
Another big thing is the Crucible. Now, that sounds interesting.
Very good. You've got some details on that. Tell us more, Adam. We would like to know more.
Yeah.
Would you like to know more? Yes, we would.
Yeah, so I've done the same for this as I did for all the bands. I just went onto their website, Download Festival's website, and I just copied and pasted what they've said. Because they do a far better job than I would of trying to describe what it is. So, the Crucible will be a brand new area in the Download Village, featuring not just one, but 2 stages of entertainment and late-night DJs. We're bringing back the much-beloved Doghouse, which will be hosted by Radio 1 DJ Alex Holcomb on Wednesday and Thursday. During the day, you'll be able to catch live podcast recordings from the likes of Sappenin and On Wednesday We Wear Black, rock out to punk rock covers from Punk Rock Factory, and take part in hilarious interactive game shows like Famous First Words and Panic at the Bingo. Don't miss the Bawdy Takeover on Wednesday either, a showcase of unsigned bands selected by our very own forum members. Later on, the Doghouse will play host to a selection of awesome rock and metal DJs. The Side Splitter stage will also be part of the Crucible, where you'll be able to watch cutting-edge comedians perform during daylight hours. Once night falls, the Side Splitter will be transformed into one big late-night rock-out, hosted by some of the UK's top alternative club nights: Satan's Hollow, Slime Light, Trashville, Peep Show, Voodoo London, and Ultimate Power. What's more, there will be food and drink vendors within the stage area, meaning you won't need to leave in order to grab another beer or a late-night snack. So check out the full lineup below, and I've actually written down what they've said about all of those ones that I've just said there. That last bit though, I mean, it's cool. It sounds awesome, But again, I am being very cynical of it this year. I guess.
Why?
But that last bit, there will be food and drink vendors within the stage area, meaning you won't need to leave in order to grab another beer or a late night snack. So I think this whole area will be cordoned off, like it said, and you won't be able to take food or drink in, your own food, or well, maybe food in a bag or something. But I don't think they'll let you take your own drinks in. So more people buy drinks from the bar.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Because there is always a bar in the doghouse. I'm sure there is, isn't there? But most people take their own cans in, and I don't think you're supposed to. Oh no, weren't they giving out plastic cups in 2019, something like that, or 2018?
From recalling my 2019 footage, I don't recall seeing a bar in the doghouse.
Okay,
that might be false memories.
Okay,
might be a Mandela effect going on.
Yeah.
But I can't remember one in there, but now I'm picturing I've got Bloodstock and Download mixed up in my head now.
Yeah.
That's really messed me up because at Bloodstock they do have a bar in their version of the doghouse, but I don't think they do at Download. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. I have no idea. But yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Because you don't have to have your stuff checked. And, I mean, yeah, I'd bring cans and my own drink into the doghouse. That's sort of the point of it, is that you don't have to go for any checks or buy any alcohol. You can just get as pissed as you want in the village on your own booze, which is the good thing about it. So, yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but you never know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll find out. This time next week, we'll know.
We'll know. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Know what the crack is. But can I just say something quickly about the they say club nights. Is it?
Yeah.
I said this before on my YouTube, right? Is it just me, or is the music in the doghouse really low? Like
what?
In a normal club, yeah, in a normal club, and that might just have been with location. Maybe they've moved it now and they can turn it up. But in previous years, I've been able to have a conversation with someone in the doghouse like this because the music is so quiet. But that might just be just me. But it's kind of weird because there's loads of people like, oh, the doghouse is so good, and oh, it's just the best. We go there every night. But sometimes I walk in there and I'm like, the music's really quiet, guys. Like, there's no one else but me noticing this. Like, I want to party too, but I can't party to music that's this quiet.
Yeah, I don't
know.
It's
just me.
See,
I don't know.
My memory of it was too loud. You couldn't talk to somebody. So
what the fuck?
Maybe we've got a completely. Maybe I am more likely to be wrong than you. To be fair, you can remember.
Don't say that. Come on.
You can remember what every weather was like at every download that you've been to. Is that every festival or just every download?
Every download, I could probably remember every festival though if I tried. But just because I have weird stuff going on in my head like that. But some stuff is murky. But I do remember it being very low in the doghouse. Maybe we're thinking of two different years. I'm thinking of 2019.
Yeah,
and you might have walked in 2018 and gone, Jesus Christ, it's super loud in here. But
I don't think we went there much in 2019. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, we didn't either. Just because the village was so fucked with mud.
Yeah.
We didn't bother. We just partied at the tents, which is fine. But I'd like to go there for at least 1 or 2 nights this time and have a really good party. Now it's on hard standing ground. We're not going to have any issues with mud. So
yeah, that's true.
We'll see. We'll check back on the after download episodes and tell everyone if the music was too quiet or too loud.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it would be reflecting off of the concrete as well, probably, wouldn't it? That will make a difference.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Cool. Sorry, just wanted to add that in. I hope I'm not alone in that fact, but yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? It's not reflecting, is it? That's not the right word for sound, but I can't think of what.
Well, sound does bounce around in different rooms when the sort of the ambience of the room really does make a difference when you play stuff in it. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like. But hey,
for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the doghouse, if I'm honest. I would prefer to go to a bar and sit down, have good music on in the background, but also be able to talk to your friends. I don't like dancing. I don't like dancing, and that's what most people want to do in the doghouse. So,
well, I mean, there's a difference between dancing and rocking out.
Oh, yeah,
I can rock out the whole night. I'm not dancing. I'm not performing any moves.
Yeah.
I'm literally standing in the same place, drinking my beer, either headbanging or singing. So it's not really.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Yeah.
But yeah, well, yeah, moving on. You said about the mud. Go back to the weather then. The weather is looking okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I was going to say, when you said it earlier, though, I was going to say all of the weather posts on social media or whatever that I've seen leading up to it that were bad weather, people were going, "Oh yeah, but there's miles away. That is going to change. It's definitely going to change." Now it's a week away and there's decent weather. People are going, "Yes, it's going to be decent weather." They're just believing it.
Well, let me just just have a check today. I'll just get them. I would say that the Met Office is the one to go for me personally. I think they've got the most effective. And I always put downloading as East Midlands Airport.
I've seen someone say that.
Because you were right next to it and airport weather has to be spot on. I feel like it's always worth going. I just put Eat Midlands Airport, which is not the correct place.
It's not the Langoliers.
Here we go. So East Midlands Airport. So on the Met Office, they only have it up to Wednesday currently because I think it's they try and get as much information as possible. Some of them go like 2 weeks ahead, but it's all bollocks.
Yeah.
Where the Met Office only goes 7 days because that's all they think they can predict. So apparently on the Wednesday, it's going to be 20 degrees and it's going to be cloudy/sunny. It looks quite nice, which is, I think, if you're going to download on the Wednesday is actually the most important weather day. Yeah. Because you have the most foot traffic with people coming in and walking around. And there's nothing worse than setting up your camp when it's pissing down with rain. So if it's not raining on the Wednesday, that's perfect. So it looks like, between 19 and 20 looks pretty good. I will probably get there, about 9 o'clock in the morning-ish. And then it should be about 13 degrees and a little bit overcast, which is fine. You'll be sweating your bollocks off anyway from carrying all your stuff. So it will be 13. It'll feel like 21 when you're carrying everything. And it's not heating up till the afternoon. So by the time we're all set up and all that shit, it should be
that's
quite
perfect.
nice.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the weather the whole time. I think I've seen some people saying there might be a couple of showers. But showers are fine. As long as it doesn't rain constantly.
Yeah.
A little bit of rain at download is okay. You just don't want stormy weather. I just want to avoid... From looking, it won't be another download 2016 and it won't be another download 2019. I have a feeling we're going to have a mix of download 2017 and 18 weather, which were both quite good.
Yeah.
So, on the weather front, I think we'll be okay. I've been Simon Bond for the Met Office. Thank you very much for listening. Back to you, Adam. Back to you in the studio.
Back to me. That was really good. Thank you. Thank you, Simon. I was going to say something quite good in the middle of that. It's gone.
Why didn't you say it? Come on.
You were on a roll. You were on form.
Sorry. You can interrupt me, bro.
I don't want to. No, it's gone.
Gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Well, I mean, the weather is sounding pretty good. Shall we talk more about what's happening in the doghouse and the crucible? Go into a bit more detail with them, and then we'll move out around and talk about the campsites from there.
Sure, go for it.
Good. Okay. On the Wednesday in the doghouse stage, we start with alternative anthems. That's just a DJ set with a lot of emo stuff. On the side splitter is Satan's Hollow, which is just a DJ set as well. Also on the Wednesday, actually, almost forgot, is the Bawdy Takeover. I didn't know the Bawdy Takeover was a thing until this year. I'd never heard of it.
That's before. Crazy. It's literally been going, I think, pretty much as long as Download's been going, or not far thereafter.
Yeah.
Because it was all to do with, obviously before the days of like proper social media, you had the Download forums, which are still going to this day.
Yeah.
So it would always be organised on there and everyone chatting on it. Yeah, it's crazy that you didn't know about that because you're such an old school downloader. But I guess, if you weren't on the forums and you didn't necessarily do this, why would you? Because a lot of the times they used to have it, the stage sort of only in the RIP bit rather than just in the doghouse. So if you weren't going there, sometimes you wouldn't necessarily know about it. So totally get why it's, passed you by.
Well, it's normally on the Thursday, isn't it? And
Yeah.
they
I saw
moved it
that
to
people
the
were
Wednesday.
upset. People were
Yeah.
upset that they moved it because some people obviously don't come on the Wednesday. They don't come
Yeah.
till the Thursday
Yeah.
or whatever. So I think some people will miss it, which is why a lot of people were annoyed by it.
Yeah, and I think it's because they wanted to put other things on the Thursday. People were saying, "Oh, it's because they wanted to put the a podcast on the Thursday instead, or something." Which it might not necessarily be the reason. But I mean, podcasts should have precedent over
Definitely.
music at download.
We should just get rid of the music entirely and just have a whole festival of live podcasts.
I heard. Oh, fuck me. I read someone saying the other day that a lot of festivals have podcast stages now, which only have. Yeah, maybe they were wrong, but that's something I read. I didn't actually look it up, but yeah, some festivals have a stage just for podcast people to go and talk instead of doing music.
That would be pretty insane. I'm not quite sure how it would go down, me and you live on a stage.
No, and
be very
there's only 2 Download Festival podcasts. They'd have to find a third one, and we just have a day each. We just have to be
Hells
on
yeah.
the stage the whole day.
Oh my god, could you imagine the tangents?
we just we'd run out of stuff to say. We'd end up playing like I Spy with the crowd or something. Shit, what do I do now? Charades.
That's cool, man. As long as I had like a screen, if I had like a screen that I could show pictures on and stuff, I could do it. I reckon I could be there all day.
Really?
Just chatting absolute shit. Yeah, it'd be great. We could do it, man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I was starting to say, obviously it was on Thursdays. There was a time when, I think I've said it before, I would always go down to the pub just down the road on Thursdays. Quite often, we'll just sit in the campsite, just getting drunk all day. I didn't really go to the village much or go to see what was going on. So, I'm not that surprised I didn't know about it. I hadn't,
fair enough.
I hadn't been in any of the social medias groups or pages until I think I joined just after the first lockdown, just for a bit of entertainment, more than anything, more than just download stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen it advertised. It was crazy that I didn't know about it. But I've checked out. So I made another playlist just of these bands, and I like most of them. I don't know if you've checked them out yet. It's
well, there's a few bands that I know already. So
yeah.
But
So the bands, I think they start at about 4:30 in the Doghouse, isn't it? Yeah, in the Doghouse on the Wednesday. So you're starting with a band called Defences. I'll tell you now, I won't be able to do any justice to these bands if I try and talk about them musically or who they're like or anything like that. So I'm just not going to bother. Okay, I'll just tell you their names. Go and listen to our playlist that we made. So Defences, then Sertraline, then Viridian, then Fury. I really liked Fury. I did really like Fury. Borders. I think Borders were good as well. Then Seething Akira. I thought I liked Seething Akira. That when I first heard them, I really, really quite liked them. But when I heard them again these last few days, I mean, they're still good, but I don't like them as much as I thought I did. And then strange sounding band, Red Method, are headlining. And I'd never heard of them before. They are basically Slipknot, right? Did you think that? Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of them loads. I think they're really good. Really, really good band.
Yeah. Do you think they sound a lot like Slipknot?
They've got some vibe to them, yeah. They've got a few other things in there as well, but I think as a bunch, they're really good. They've been going for quite a while now, so they're really starting to. Yeah, I think they're really starting to, to punch some weight because I see a lot of people mentioning their shows and talking about them and stuff. So it's good. They're definitely up and coming. So I'm looking forward to catching a few things on the Wednesday. Should be pretty good, man. We'll go catch a few sets if we're still standing. Because Wednesday and Thursday are definitely normally the most drunk days out of the two. So even just stepping away from your tent is like a fucking thing in itself. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. On the Thursday in the Doghouse, you got Punk Rock Factory, which played at the Bloodstock, didn't they? You saw them. They just do a lot of cool,
awesome
covers.
Versions, covers of songs, theme tunes, and just in that sort of punk rock way. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Awesome. Famous First Words is it's like an interactive thing, I think. It says devilishly addictive singing game show. So that could be interesting.
Very interesting.
Face Down, London and South's biggest pop punk metal and emo night. So another DJ. Panic at the Bingo, another interactive one. That could be interesting. I'm not sure how all these interactive things. I mean, there's only 2 by the sounds of it, but yeah, both of them will work with thousands of people. But
yeah. Same with the next few things coming up with the podcast.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, we're definitely going to have to sneak our heads in on the Thursday and have stand there for a little while and try and see exactly how this shit's going to actually work. It'll be fun.
Yeah. On Wednesdays, We Wear Black is the next one. There's a podcast. Like you just said, not really sure how that's going to go live, but I'm definitely going to be there for that one. And the same for the next one, Sappenin. Again, I think they're very funny. I did really like Sappenin for a little while when I was listening to a lot of podcasts. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be there for them.
Yep.
You got the Download team just playing hits from Download artists past, present, and future. On the side splitter that day, Peep Show. What was that? It's like newest night comes down. Expect to hear from what is Lil Peep, Ghost Main. What did you say it was? It was like a.
So they're playing. Yeah, it says on the little thing. So Peep Show will be like emo rap, trap, and like new sort of punk stuff. So basically, we talked about in the last 3 episodes, there's a lot of weird sort of trap, emo-y, new punk artists playing. So they've obviously decided to put a little, club night on with everyone playing that stuff, and it's something that the younguns are well into. So I can see that being quite popular.
Yeah. Trashville. This was just DJs as well, wasn't it? DJ set with a lot of weird stuff that.
I think it might be a sort of Circus of Horrors kind of thing.
Yes.
Doing loads of stuff on stage, some sexy men, sexy ladies, and some music. So yeah,
sexy men.
Be cool.
Awesome. Friday on the Doghouse is the first one of Black Parade. You don't need to hear the description or read the description to know what that one will be about. It's emo. Of course, it's emo. On Wednesday, We Wear Black. We'll be doing a DJ set on the Friday as well. A lot of new metal and pop punk, I think, for that one. What's my age again? Pop punk.
It will be. Yeah. Be good. That one might be worth good because I'm a big old school pop punk head. So I might be there to check it out. They probably have some really good stuff played there. So that might be worth checking out.
Just not a new pop punk fan like me.
No,
the older.
Not very, 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 very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare, but old school stuff, all over it.
Cool. On the side splitter stage on that one is Slimelight is on here on the Friday. I think this one they've been going for a long time. Just again a club night, playing all sorts of stuff. On the Saturday on the Dogtooth is Chop Suey, new metal. Of course, you have to be a genius to guess that one. Daniel P. Carter, again, he's a presenter on the rock show on BBC Radio 1, so it'll just be his normal stuff, I would guess.
He's really like, I've been listening to him since like 99 when he was on XFM, so this guy knows, he's like a legend of the sort of rock scene. He's, so many new bands have been played on his show and stuff like that over the years.
Yeah.
I think he'll play some really fucking good stuff, I would have thought.
Awesome.
That one will definitely be one worth checking out.
Cool. Zoe London is on here as well. A unique dance DJ that mixes rock and metal in as well. Could be interesting. I don't really know much about her. On the side splitter stage is Ultimate Power. Now, I didn't think about this, but I thought the side splitter stage was meant to be more of a comedy stage, but it's like power ballads and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm guessing because they've only got one thing on there, it will be comedians before.
Well, maybe.
And that will probably be the late night entertainment, I would have thought.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's cool, yeah. On the Sunday, the Doghouse stage is Lays MW and Lauren Cornelius. Again, just DJing, what are we calling it? What was it? Club night sort of thing. I should have written down the times of all of these, actually, because we will know probably anything after about 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock is just going to be DJ stuff. I'd imagine. Uproar, another rock club, a well-known rock club. Ultimate Power on here on the Sunday as well. Again, power ballads. On the side splitter is Voodoo London on the Sunday. Magical party of all things rock and metal. Did we go through this?
Nice.
Yeah, this was I literally just read this one. I didn't take in what it was. Again, rock night. So there's lots and lots of different people doing rock nights and DJ sets and everything. Like, so we're in for a treat on those two stages.
Yeah, I think, they've really stepped up the entertainment. They've really tried new stuff. Like you said, there's interactive stuff, podcasts, DJs, performances. It'll be interesting, and it's a cool mix. So hopefully brings a lot of people to those two stages. And with the way that the villages now, with their no mud, I think there'll be a shitload of foot traffic going through.
Yeah.
So I expect it all to be quite popular. So yeah, buzzing, wicked. Good addition to DL, man.
Yeah, definitely. There's two other bands that are on the lineup that we haven't covered because they were added after we did the Friday, and they're both playing on the Friday. So I'll run through them really quickly. I wasn't a fan of either, to be honest. You might want to say a little bit about them. So the two bands that were added are Chris Barris Band, who are playing on the second stage on the Friday, with 32,000 listeners. One of the UK's breakout artists over the past few years, the Chris Barris Band are set for an incredible 12 months ahead. They've just finished a sold-out UK tour with Kentucky's favourite sons, Blackstone Cherry, culminating with a show at the world-famous Royal Albert Hall. Their biggest headline tour to date began in March 2022, followed by playing the iconic Wembley Arena in support of Thunder. They're very bluesy, aren't they? Just standard rock, the kind of band that you don't like. Is that correct?
We won't say that against them, but they're probably in that region. But yeah,
Cool.
cool.
The other one is Peng Shui, and I am so glad I heard somebody else talk about these before I attempted to, because I had no idea how to pronounce their name. I think I was saying Peng Shui.
It's a weird one.
But yeah, Peng Shui it makes more sense. They're playing on the Avalanche stage on the Friday. Peng Shui
Nice.
don't care much for barriers. How else do you end up with their eviscerating self-titled debut album? A bulldozing ambush of riffs and aggressive raps that tear down the walls between grime and punk. Since forming a little over a year ago, dropping their first single, Control, in June 2018, the trio have released a further 4 cult-acclaimed singles, toured with genre-smashing Welsh wonders Asteroid Boys, and been invited to create an official remix for The Prodigy, resulting in a blistering rework of their Essex Idols track Light Up the Sky. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I think I was drawn in by the music to start with. It sounded pretty good, but yeah, no, I wasn't a fan overall.
I checked them out ages ago. I can't remember what for. It might have even been for 2000 Trees they were playing. I don't really remember too much, so I might check them out and see if it's something that I like. But I can't remember liking it, but this was a number of years ago, so
Cool.
I'll go back to them and check them
Yeah.
out. But yeah, cool.
Okay, well, so what else? Shall we talk about the app? The app is going to be up very, very soon, up and running. I've never
I
used it.
downloaded it today.
Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, let's have a look, because they said yesterday that it would be up any time. So let me just check, because this morning it wasn't. It still said coming soon. Okay, it still says coming soon. So they only have to do that within a couple of days of the festival anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
but
fine,
I've never
'cause,
used
you're
the
not gonna
app.
use it. Well, I thought I hadn't, and then Vicky said, no, we did download the app in 2019. So I was like, okay, maybe we have used it before.
Okay.
So yeah, that's cool.
I was always a big fan of letting my phone just die on the first, well, probably second day, usually second or third day, and then just not bother with it. It was nice that I was just not attached to my phone. But yeah, because of the kids now, Kelly wants me to be contactable, which is
fair
fair,
enough.
yeah. But I did enjoy just that feeling of no connection to the outside world once it had died. But yeah, now we have to.
Yeah, that is cool. You feel like you're in a little bubble when you're at download, like the rest of the world doesn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
exist. It's just download that exists. So I get that, but I suppose, yeah, when you got kids, you want to be
Yeah.
contactable. But yeah, the app's a good addition, I think.
Yeah. What do they normally have on the app? Like all the band times, they have a Clash Finder on there.
Yeah, there'll be all that kind of stuff. Just all the info that you need, really, about all the stuff you need to do. So it will be helpful with some people when you're looking what bands to see and what's on. Hopefully they've got the Doghouse stuff on there as well. So yeah,
good point.
it'd be good, man. It'll be worth it. I mean, I think a good segue from that is to e-tickets.
Yeah.
This will be the very first download of just e-tickets. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to find my whole collection of tickets because I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% certain I should have them all here. But I can only find up to about 2010, 2011. So it's the older ones that I've got, and I can't find the newer ones.
I looked at mine the other day. I'm missing my download 2007 one.
Are you?
Can't find it. Can't find it. Can't find it anywhere. It's probably somewhere. When we move eventually next year, I'll look for everything, more detailed search. But at the moment, all the others are in one place, bar my 2007 ticket for some reason. So fucking no idea what happened to that. Yeah.
But I want to get a picture of them.
I
want to get a picture of them all and say, well, this is the whole collection then.
Nice.
That's it. But apparently you can buy a souvenir ticket for £2.50 or something like that. £2.50.
I knew they'd do that. I said that before when I'd done it on my channel. I was like, they'll probably do something that you can buy, which they've done now, which is because, a lot of people just like to collect them.
Yeah.
I'll buy one.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Because I want to add it to my little collection of tickets. But hey, listen, save the environment. All right, don't worry about old people that like tickets. Let's not print a fuckload of paper that we don't need to. You can all get it on your phone. Save the trees. I'm up for it.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting. Obviously, I doubt they will release the numbers, but I was going to say it'll be interesting to see how many or how much of a percentage of people do actually decide to buy the souvenir ticket.
Yeah, they'll probably have an idea of how many people that is.
Yeah.
But from now on, I think we can all assume Download will be an e-ticket festival, like most festivals already are.
Yeah.
Download is a little bit behind on that one, so finally changing. It's all good. Push things forward. Change is not a bad thing. It's only a good thing.
Yeah. Well, change.
Not all change, but some of it.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to talk about quickly that goes on to e-tickets, which is I've put on my notes cashless ? So they Download have stated that bars, food stands, fun fairs, merch stands, and car parks will all be cashless payments only. So even when you go buy merch or do any of that sort of stuff, fun fairs, bars, everything, all paid for cashless, which is cool. But then some of it isn't, which is weird. So the shuttle bus is cash only.
What?
So make sure you've got cash as well.
That's annoying.
And markets will accept cash and card payments. So you can just pay by card, but obviously if you've got some cash or you bring cash with you, you can use it as well. And then apparently there will be cash machines still in the campsite. Probably not as many as they had before, because it is turning into a cashless festival. But I think some people will still ask you to pay cash. So it's there just in case. But I would say it looks like 90% of the stuff there will just be cashless. So, use your phone or your card or whatever you watch, or, people use everything now. So, just a little bit on the cashless side. So, it makes it easier. Don't necessarily have to carry cash around with you, because I know that's something people worry about. But, hey, cashless, man. Pushing forward, going forward. Yeah.
One thing I've heard as well is we said earlier about the tickets, putting them on your phone wallet. It's so I've never used a phone wallet, but it's a good idea to have your phone wallet so you can just use your phone to pay for stuff, because at least then people, if your phone's stolen, they won't be able to just tap it on the contactless like they can do with a card, because I assume you have to unlock it first before you can.
You have to use a thumbprint or a Face ID or a code or however you do your wallet. So it's a good way of saving it.
Actually, more.
And these days, I mean, who steals a phone?
Yeah,
like you just block the phone, and the phone is useless. Like I haven't heard of anyone having their Touchwood phone stolen in ages, because evidently it's pointless to steal someone's phone. Phones, baseline, you can get a shit phone for basically next to nothing now. Everyone has a touchscreen phone, so unless you've got like the brand new iPhone, there is no point. And why would you want to steal someone's phone? It's literally the dirtiest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, your phone is like just if they had like a blacklight on your phone, they could see it from space because your phone's so disgustingly dirty. Like, why would you ever want to steal someone's phone? But hey,
Yeah,
that's just
that's a
one of
good
those
point.
things.
And something happened the other day. I never really thought about. Well, no, that's something I did think about a long time ago, and thought how stupid are they for stealing phones? Because like you just get blocked straight away. You can't sell it. But I haven't really thought about it for a while. I just thought thieves are stupid. It comes with the territory.
Well, they are. But
yeah. Kelly's phone, the touch screen stopped working, and she thought about just restarting the phone to see if that would work. But you can't restart it without unlocking it, and I didn't know that until recently.
Can't do it.
I mean, I've got the same phone. I had worked that out, but I never turn it off, so it didn't really occur to me. So yeah, if someone steals it, you can track it because they can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I wonder if that's why they've done it. You can't just hold the power button to turn it off anymore.
Yeah, if you've got like a family Find My iPhone thing, or if you've got to find your iPhone, or whatever you're using, whatever operating system, if you've got to find it on your phone for hers, you can literally see where it is. Well, within a certain area.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to work it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I mean, overall, people ask me all the time, sort of on YouTube questions and stuff, like, is download safe? Do I have to worry about my stuff? I can honestly say now, I have never personally known anyone to have anything stolen at download, and this is my 14th one. So it is a very security-wise safe festival compared to others. You've got to look at it in context. You're still going to have thieves. You're still going to have some stuff go missing. But compared to other festivals, aka Reading, Leeds, and other festivals like that, it's very, very safe. So I wouldn't be too worried about your stuff. And, download people like to look after each other. If you're camping near someone the whole time and you see some next person in the tent, you're going to be like, hold on a minute. Who the fuck are you? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think there's any need to be worried. But yeah, keep your phone contactless. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Like you said, that's something we've spoken about before. And there will be people there to steal things. There's not much you can do to stop that, but the amount of people that go, it's probably going to be only a small percentage of people who do get stolen from. So, like you said, you can't stop it. It's just going to be a minimal. You're just unfortunate if it happens to you.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't bring anything super expensive with you. You're going to have your phone on you all the time. Just don't leave anything stupid or bring anything really expensive with you, and you'll be fine. No one's going to come and steal your socks, so don't worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll be fine. Yeah. Unless they really want socks, but there you go.
Yeah, I've known, I think 3 people I know have been stolen from before. One guy, he woke up, his trousers, his trousers were gone. They'd gone and just grabbed the trousers, obviously thinking his wallet's going to be in there. So instead of trying to rifle through in his tent, they just grabbed the trousers and walked off. He found his trousers over in like the next sort of big camp near us.
Sure.
But yeah, his wallet was gone. His money, maybe it was just his money, and maybe his wallet was there. But yeah, it was about 160 quid, I think, was gone.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, another person, I think, Michaela, I think her rings might have been stolen.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure. And another one after that. And yeah, I'll never forget. I obviously heard that it was happening a lot or the first times I'd heard it was probably 2007, 2008, 2009, maybe it was 2008. But yeah, I think it was happening a lot. The first time I'd really heard of it, and I was like, oh shit, people are getting robbed from. And I'd woken up, I was the first person up in my camp. I was near the walkway, and this guy was walking along, must have been 6:30 in the morning, talking to someone, saying how he woke up soaking wet. Someone had cut through his tent. It was just a big hole in the top of his tent, and I was like, I was so gutted for him. I obviously didn't know him, but that was the first I'd ever heard that you take a Stanley knife and cut through it, which you're not even going to hear that, are you? That's insane.
It's weird. I've never heard of any of that stuff.
Really?
I've heard the odd thing from people, but no one I've known or any really bad stories. Obviously, stuff happens, but I think overall, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it.
Like you said.
Wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry yourself about it.
No.
No.
What next? What's next, dude?
We've got the app, the Body Takeover e-tickets, car park tickets. I haven't done a ton of. I'm sounding like you. I don't say a ton of stuff. You say a ton of stuff. Oh dear.
Rubbing up on you, man.
Yeah, hopefully next week. Yeah, car parking tickets. I haven't seen a definitive answer for this online. I've seen some people saying that they might even be e-tickets now as well. They were meant to be the hangers that you normally get, but they've left it pretty late. I'm wondering if they forgot about these 2 bank holidays, because yeah, I mean, if you don't get it Saturday, obviously there's no post today and tomorrow, so you've only got 3 working days to get it now, if they are sending them out.
I think maybe what they might do is send it with you with an e-ticket, and you get that scanned there, and then you get your car park pass. I think that'll most likely the sort of system that they will go down. That's not a definitive answer, but I would assume that's the kind of thing that they're going to go for. Yeah, and you just hang that on your thing, and there you go. Because they could probably do that. Yeah, I don't know, but something similar to that, I would have thought.
I don't think that was
because people are going, oh, they've sold out of car park passes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that does suck, but they did actually say that they only sell a certain amount on the website, and the rest you can literally just get there. So you can buy them while you're there, so it's fine. I wouldn't worry about that if you're worried about car park pass. You can sort that while you're there. It will be a minor convenience.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen a lot of people talking about that recently, and that did make me think, actually. Like, there were some people taking the piss, but I did wonder if there were how many people there were who genuinely hadn't seen any of those posts previously about being able to get them there. Again, because of the algorithm, there's 58,000 people in the big Facebook group. You're not going to see all of the posts, and Facebook chooses whose posts you see.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Maybe some of them hadn't. It was definitely interesting.
Yeah, weird.
I don't think I've got any more. I know there's loads more.
Okay. Oh, shall I take over?
Yeah. Go through some of your stuff.
Okay. Another big thing, obviously, with Download is sustainability. So there's been work all over the years to try and get Download to be as as sustainable as possible and try and raise money for certain things. So I'll just run quickly through the sustainability stuff that's happening at Download. So partnering with Trees for Cities, meaning that £1 from every car park ticket will fund tree planting projects in the local area.
Oh, that's
cool.
Yeah.
So, go towards... I know a lot of people do tree planting stuff. So, yeah, Trees for Cities. So hopefully, us buying these car parking tickets will actually help to put more trees in the ground, which is wicked. Their main partner, Big Green Coach, is now completely carbon neutral. And obviously they've got their lift share car park, so they're trying to get people to share as much as possible. Yeah. I know we've talked about that before a little bit. So, try and save on gases and shit. They've got a new circular camping option this year, offering clean, upcycled tents and camping gear, so you don't need to bring your own stuff. That's going to be located next to the Eco Camp. So I'm guessing it's stuff that's reused from other festivals. Yeah. So instead of getting rid of and just, landfilling all this stuff, they're just reusing tents that are in excellent condition and stuff people left behind, which is a fantastic idea. So another thing, we'll try and get some feedback on that after the festivals happen.
Yeah. I think they are not cheap.
Not cheap.
They, as well as a lot of other people, have been posting a lot on the social media sites recently. And people have been complaining, well, not complaining, but basically saying, I can get like my own tent for 80 quid. I think it's something like £100 for a 2-man tent, £200 for a 3-man tent, something stupid like that. I couldn't afford it. I wouldn't complain about it because they're doing a good thing. It's gonna to do stuff like that. It's gonna cost more. The same with like all the oil prices and stuff recently. Like paying more for oil is helping what else is going on in the world or whatever. So we pretty much accepted that to fight global warming and all that stuff, you've got to be paying more money, all that sort of stuff. So it's probably not their fault that they are a lot of money. But, there's no way I'd be able to afford it.
No, but, they said other stuff as well. So we'll look into it afterwards. We'll kind of get feedback from people and see if that actually was any good, if we can find anyone that wants to talk to us about it. Yeah. All water bottles sold at bars and trader stands will be 100% recycled plastic.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is another awesome thing. I'll be interested to see what the download cups are like this year.
Yeah.
Because, you can buy them in the arena, and hopefully they got some good ones, because I think I've got one from 2018 and it's starting to wear a little bit, so I want a new one. So
Cool.
that's cool. I can't remember grabbing one in 2019. I don't know where that went. The Co-op's reverse vending machines will return for the 3rd year running, so you can actually put plastic in and you actually get money out.
I did not know they had that.
Yeah, so like these reverse vending machines are being put all over the country. They're in Iceland's, they're in Co-ops, they're in Asda's. If you look for them now, you probably just walked past them before, but really cool way of you sort of, giving plastic and actually getting something back. I'm not sure how much you get, but hey, it's all helping the environment, so I'm all up for it. But yeah, have a look afterwards at the reverse vending machines, dude. Have a little Google.
Yeah, definitely.
This is an exciting one. All water refill points have been redesigned with high flow, meaning that a litre bottle can be filled in just 3 seconds.
Bloody hell.
Because normally there's always one tap that goes and you're there for ages trying to get water.
Yeah.
But apparently this year they're going to be like super high flow water. So I'll be interested to see how the new water points function.
Yeah, but how when you got one of those small sort of half-litre bottles?
Oh, it's all gonna go all over you.
Yeah.
Well, I just think people will be using more water as well because the weather will be good this year.
Yeah.
To get on a wet year, you're not so high on the uptake. But I'll be filling up my big water carrier and then keeping that in my tent. So it'll be awesome to fill that.
Here's a tip: if you plan on taking like a big 2-litre bottle of water or something with you, take the empty bottle. Drink the water first or something, or get a Coke bottle and drink it first, and then all you have to do is tie it to your bag with a bit of string, and it's no extra weight taking it into the festival. You'll be fine, and you'll be drinking beer all the first day anyway. But
Adam's Festival Tips.
Yeah,
well done, dude. That was a good tip, man.
Yeah,
it was a really good tip.
I think it's something that people wouldn't think about, like just take the empty bottle because you can fit it there.
Well, there's another thing as well, is that normally I would bring all my mixers.
Yeah.
So I'd bring Coke and apple juice and orange juice and all that. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just going to buy it all from the Co-op there.
Yeah.
Why am I lugging all of this stuff to there when I can literally just go to the Co-op that's on site and buy it? So I'm not doing any of that anyway. I'm trying to make this one the easiest as we can possibly do it. So not bringing half the stuff I normally would. I'll just buy it there because that Co-op is very fairly priced, which is awesome. Speaking of the Co-op, let's move on to partners. So obviously partners of Download Festival. Returning again is the awesome Co-op store. So if you've never been to Download before, they have a pop-up Co-op there, which is really huge, has everything you need, and is very fairly priced. Really not that much more than a normal Co-op, which is why people at Download absolutely love it so much. So that'll be returning again. So, mixers, if you run out of booze, food, cigarettes. They do disposable barbecues. They even do the Co-op meal deals
I was going to say
for the same price they are in the shop, I think. So it's a great thing for Download to have, and they're back, which is wicked. The beer situation is Carlsberg, which isn't a nice beer.
No,
and you're going to be overpaying for it, unfortunately. But apparently, they've got a new version of it, which is a Pilsner version. Apparently, it's been rebrewed for a crisper, fuller taste. So there might be a better version of Carlsberg there than previous years. For cider drinkers, Somersby is one of the other sponsors, which is quite a nice cider.
Yeah.
So I do like a cider from time to time, so I might actually be getting one of them. Another interesting thing is Barclaycard is one of the sponsors, but apparently you can save 10% on drinks on site when you show or pay with Barclaycard.
okay.
Which might be worth doing because obviously drinks in the arena aren't cheap. But if you're with Barclaycard or you have anything to do with them, apparently, I don't know the ins and outs, you might have to look at the T&Cs, but it does say 10% on drinks when you show and pay with your Barclaycard. T&Cs apply. I don't know what those are. But I'm guessing if you have the app or you have a Barclaycard card, just show that and hopefully 10% off your drinks, which is amazing. Another sponsor, Pepsi Max, which have been sponsoring Download for quite a while. It's a good drink. And then we have a brand new one, which is Fountain Hard Seltzer. You've probably seen the posts about this.
No.
So Fountain Hard Seltzer loves a proper Fountain Hard Seltzer loves a proper party. and they're so thrilled to be the partner with Download. Hard seltzer is refreshing, fruit-infused, low-calorie, low-carb, gluten-free, and vegan alcoholic drink. So again, pushing things forward with all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I'll grab one because they got a watermelon flavour, and I fucking love watermelon. So I'll be grabbing one to see what it tastes like. And another sponsor is Marshall, which speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the partners of Download and all the people that are sort of, providing all the stuff for us to drink. And of course, you'll have all the amazing food vendors that we normally have at Download. Download is a plethora of just amazing food. Like,
Yes.
you could just get fat. You could just, if you just sat there and ate the whole weekend, boy, could you put on some weight because the food's so good at this festival. It really is.
Yeah. Having the co-op there really helps that, because if you're buying from the vendors all the time, like I won't be taking any food for myself really, then you could be paying like £20-30 a day just on food. So yeah, having the co-op there, you can spend a tenner on just a fuckload of food in the morning that you can snack on, take around with you. Maybe just buy one thing from a vendor during that day. It does really help.
Yeah, definitely. Co-ops are one.
Yeah, I love like the noodles, but they're sort of £8 to £10 each now, and they're not as filling as you'd want them to be. And there's loads of other stuff.
I'd rather go to the co-op and get a meal deal, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
You want a drink, a bag and crisps and a sandwich.
Yeah.
That'll do you for a little while, won't it?
I remember I got a sandwich in 2019 and it was glorious. I was like, I cannot believe that I'm having a sandwich like this at Download Festival, and it was cheap. It was cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really cool. Very lucky to have the co-op. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we move on to the site map, which is probably the biggest thing?
Yeah, there was something I was going to say then, but it's gone again. Already completely gone. So yes, let's move on.
Do you want to? Shall I lead us in?
Yeah, go for it.
Shall I lead us in? I'll lead us in, son. Lead us in, son. All right, here we go. Right, so the probably biggest changes to Download, apart from obviously the stuff that we've mentioned in the doghouse, is the changes to the site map. This Download is of a completely different beast to what we're normally used to. A lot has changed. Car park has moved to the west-hand side of the racetrack. So this is going to be a very different year for people, even people that have been going as long as Adam has.
Yeah.
It's going to be very strange. It's going to be like going to sort of a new festival. So we are going to look at the new map now. So if you're listening to this and you want to get the map up on your phone, that might help you. If not, we'll try and be as explanatory as we possibly can. So yeah, get the new site map up and we'll all have a look. And we'll have a little look round, shall we? Can I just say, first of all, the first thing I noticed, they put the preliminary map, the first version.
Yeah.
Yeah, yellow camps completely disappeared.
Yeah.
There was a yellow camp on there. The yellow camp now no longer exists, apparently, according to Download, which is one less campsite.
Yeah.
Which is weird, unless they've made blue bigger or they couldn't secure the field that they thought that yellow was going to be on. Because yellow was, if you're looking at the map now, supposed to be above where blue camp is. But it's just not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's just sort of disappeared. Because I remember talking to the guys when we go in there, we're like, right, we're going to aim for blue, yellow or black campsite because we want to get in the west car park. But obviously that's changed now to just blue and black.
Yeah.
They haven't given us any detail on that. I commented on the Facebook and got no response.
Did see your comment.
So, a few people were like, yeah, you're right. It's just gone. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know where.
Can I just say at this point, I saw on Reddit a few weeks back now when they put it up first, someone put a map on there with like the ground levels, and black looks like it's at the bottom of a massive hill. So if it rains, black is going to
be right.
If you're looking at the map, just above where black is, it's just sort of going uphill. Blue is at the bottom of that hill a little bit, but it won't be as bad as black if it does flood.
Mm. Well, we're aiming for blue.
Yeah,
we want to go for blue.
Blue sounds good.
So we'll see if we can actually
not
get in there. And another thing,
not too far, not too far back, because have you seen the size of these? I mean, it's difficult to work out the size looking at it, but they look massive. Mm. Normally there's probably 6 or 7 different coloured campsites, isn't there? So there's only 3 really this year, but they're all huge. They're about the size of the main arena, just a little bit smaller than the main arena. If you go on area wise, I made a graphic up. Well, I didn't make it up. I just put arrows from one end of Blue to the other, showing how far it'll be to walk from the toilet, and it's like walking from the avalanche stage to the far side of the main stage.
Yeah, quite a while. Well, we'll see. I mean, it doesn't look like they've spread out the toilets very well.
No,
in those 2 campsites, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how. Unless they, last minute sometimes they look at it, don't they, in an overview and go, I think we're going to need toilets over here, and they end up just putting stuff in last minute. So
maybe they will.
They might do that. It might change.
They might have little food vendors on the corners as well, because that's a long way to walk. But yeah, like you said, we'll find out. It seems like they are massive at the moment.
Yeah, purple looks huge as well. So yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see when we get there, I guess. Another thing I wanted to quickly mention that has appeared is the North car park, which wasn't in the last map. You just had the East car park, but now there's a North car park as well, which is why
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so they've obviously split that, and where the download dog is on the picture where it says download UK 2022, that's where the South car park used to be.
Yeah,
which obviously is no longer there. So I don't think there's going to be any of that crossing the bridge. I was going to say
that's where
thought.
The bridge was, isn't it? Yeah,
yeah, the bridge that they put up specifically for download. I don't think that's going to be there, which is another loss for it's one of the recognisable things that download's going to go ahead with. But apparently not anymore, baby.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but not anymore. Was there anything on the map that stood out to you that you wanted to talk about, dude? Or anything you wanted to mention?
Just how odd it looks and seems. It probably won't seem too bad when we're there, but it just kind of feels disjointed or disconnected from each other, Mm-hmm. Before, all the camps were clumped together, and you could walk from one to the other to the next to the next. This one, Blue Camp and Purple Camp, are nowhere near each other, So it just seems a bit odd, true. And you've got to go just down like a... Oh, no. See, I didn't even realise Black Campsite was there from the old map. I've got a bit of a higher resolution one, like I said earlier. And I zoomed in and I was like, oh, there's a campsite there. I thought that was just a walkway through to the village. But
just a gap.
Yeah, but you just... The village, there's nothing next to it. It's just on its own. You've got to go one end, you go to the campsites, or the other end, go to Black and Blue, the other... Yeah, one end, green and purple. It just seems odd to have everything so... Like I said, disconnected. It'll probably be fine when you get there. There'll be things there. It just looks a bit odd. That's all I wanted to say.
It does, and you can see if you look where the East car park is and North car park, all of that bit there was the camping. Yeah, so it's all sort of close together. Yeah. Now they have because all that they can't use that bit for camping anymore because of the buildings close to it. Yeah, you are literally going to be camping on the old white camp, the old blue camp, the old brown camp, the old orange camp. You're literally going to be parking on the places where we were camping even up to 2019. So it is kind of crazy. But yeah, hey, it's got to change. Like you said, it's a bit disjointed. This might be like a 2008 where it's a transitional year where they're moving to a new bit and they've just got to put stuff like this for now. But we'll see next year how that turns out. But you're right, at the moment it's definitely more disjointed camp wise.
And look at
you're right.
Things like looking at where the co-op is. It doesn't seem to be near anything else at all. But I suppose.
Do you know what I think that might be though? I think that might be because they've probably made it bigger than it was in 2019.
Yeah, maybe. And obviously
because it is so popular.
Concrete as well.
Yeah, it's on hard standing. So that's another good thing to mention. I mean, the change. I mean, if you never went to download before, literally even at the last download 2019, the village had sunk after the first day.
Yeah.
It really was. You couldn't even get into it. It's the least amount of time I've ever spent at the village at download because it was just, you didn't want to go anywhere near it because it was so muddy. So changing it to this hard standing ground literally changes everything. And they probably haven't had the space to do it.
Yeah.
And it was the festival itself was too far over to the east, but now we move to the west, making use of that. The Tarmac Lake, as they refer to it, is
they do,
incredible. Yeah, they call it the Tarmac Lake. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. Should be good, and I think it's going to be very popular. We're all going to be there, getting pissed, dancing, and partying until the early hours of the evening. So yeah, morning, not evening. very good. But I get what you mean with the disjointed bit, definitely.
Yeah, like I said, we'll get used
but
to it.
overall, yeah.
We've got used to the other years where it's different. It's just looks well, it looks different. Of course, it looks different, but it looks like it will feel odd, but I'm sure it won't.
Well, on the Thursday is when I like to do my walk around.
Yeah.
So on the Wednesday, we will just get pissed, probably go to the village and back. But on the Thursday, I will literally walk around the entirety of Download, and I'm sure that you'll want to join me for that.
Yeah.
So me and Ad will have a good walk around all the camps, go round, try and have a look at as much stuff as we possibly can, and then we'll probably have a bit more idea of... Because like you said, it might look disjointed on here, but when you're walking around, it might feel quite connected to each other.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see that when we're having a little bopper back.
Yeah, if you can see it, but you have to walk sort of around, then it'll be fine. It's like as if you can't even see where you're meant to be going. I was just looking for the cinema. I've been curious about that, but I cannot see it here. Have you seen it?
Well, they said on the Side Splitter cinema and more, so I'm guessing
It
that
might be in there.
they'll have stuff on in the Side Splitter stage.
They'll
just use that as the cinema, I would have thought.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's it, really. I mean, just overall, we've said this before. This is the biggest change to Download Festival since 2009, since it moved 2008 and 9, since it moved out of the infield. The interesting thing to note here is there's actually some stuff in the infield for the first time.
Yes, I noticed that earlier.
In a long time. I mean, if you haven't heard about Download, history before, the infield is the bit in the middle of the racetrack where the actual arena used to be up to 2008 when they moved it, and 2009 it's been where it is now ever since. So it is quite a weird thing to have that actually in the infield, where we used to spend a lot of our Download time. So there's I think they've got Campervan Plus, the guest campsite, Ready to Rock, and the Refresh Retreat, which is like posh showers and toilets and stuff like that. So it'd be pretty cool to see if we can try and worm our way into any of those. I'd like to get into the infield again.
Yeah, hey, do you know what? I've just noticed as well. It looks like they're putting extra concrete down, or extra, maybe not tarmac, but the walkways, when it's going sort of across the infield, is grey. So that won't be muddy. So
I wouldn't have thought so. Yeah, it'll be concrete or some sort of temporary footpaths.
Yeah, temporary. Good. Yes, good.
Might be those big silver footpaths that they normally put down that you walk on.
So I don't think it will even if it rained like a fair amount this year. I don't think it would be anywhere near as muddy as before.
No, I spoke to someone on Facebook who said to me that they haven't been back to Download since 2016 because it destroyed them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, since I've been to other festivals and I haven't bothered going back to Download. And I said, well, you should now, because they've learned a lot from bad weather over the years of Download. And, sometimes they do mess up and they'd admit that. But I think infrastructure-wise, they've really thought about how best to have a festival if the weather is really bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Download Festival 2022 and Download Festival 2016 are literally worlds apart when it comes to infrastructure.
Yeah.
Even now, they're still learning stuff about festivals, and obviously doing facilities as a job. If I've got my facilities hat on and I'm looking at this, I'm thinking like it actually looks like it's set up very well for the space that they have. So I'll be walking around with my drunk hat on and my facilities hat on, and then I'll see exactly what they've done.
Oh, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to doing that walk around with you.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Even the walkway that goes out of the village and goes underneath Purple Campsite and Green Campsite, that looks like it's going to be, like I said, like a temporary footpath as well. So you won't be you won't be like traipsing through all the mud there. You won't have like hundreds of thousands of people. Well, not hundreds of thousands of people in quick succession stamping all the mud out. It's going to be.
It looks interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to be. It's nice to have something different.
Yeah.
Like Ad's been there since day one. Me a couple of years after, and the festival has changed a lot. But this is a big change.
Yeah,
a big change to the festival. So interesting. Might be like going to Download again for the first time, man.
Yeah, awesome.
It's been so long as well. It's going to be pretty cool, dude. I'm excited for that walk around on the Thursday. If you want to join us, try and find us. We'll be starting from Blue Camp, so meet us there, and we'll all do a nice little walk around. Dear Download Podcast, walk around Download Festival.
Join us. Join us line.
Oh yeah, join the line.
Join
Join the line. Join the line. We'll do a big line.
What I was going to do while we're talking about that is just put online. We'd have to discuss what times we're going to be going to the arena, what times we're going to be going up to sort of the village in the evening, and I was just going to put on our Facebook and Instagram, like you can meet us by the Big Dog Head or something at these times, like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or meet us by the entrance to the doghouse and side splitter at these times.
Yeah, maybe.
You can
Yeah,
come and
good
meet
idea.
us,
Ad. Yeah, we might do a little listeners meet.
Yeah.
Maybe put some times up when we think we're going to be somewhere, and we'll be there at that time and see if anyone wants to come up and have a little chat.
Yeah.
Have a little drink. Yeah, I'm up for that, man.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
I know Kev, who we had on for the RIP episode, actually, he definitely wants to meet up. There's definitely a couple other people. Yeah, we've had some more audio clips for the episode that will be out in a couple of days on the Wednesday, which we need to talk about, actually. We'll, do that towards the end. Something else I wanted to talk about this map. Have
Go
you
on.
seen how big RIP is now?
Yes.
It's insane. And it's very, very cool. There's so much stuff that they've got. I'm assuming it's so big because you can park by your tent. So all of like the pitches need to be much, much bigger.
Yeah, so Park Farm, I think, is the one that you can park next to your tent.
Okay.
So that's why it's so big. I think RIP Meadow is the one with the bell tents.
Right.
And then Sleepy Hollow is something else. Could possibly be a park next to your car. That one's over the road.
Yeah.
It's always been there. So yeah, I guess there's more of a take up. Posh camping is becoming such a thing now, much far and far more popular. I can understand why RIP. I mean, I know it's expensive. Listen to our RIP episode if you want to know all the details about RIP. But yeah, I think there's probably more of a take up on RIP now. I would have thought, dude. That's probably why people are going, do you know what? I kind of like the look of this posh camping or having my car next to it. And I'm going to do it one year. We spoke about this before. If me and Ad have the money, one year we probably will try doing RIP and getting a different experience of Download Festival. But for now, we're in with the grunts, which is the
Grr camping.
we're in. We're in the bellows.
Grr. Yeah, but I was just going to say, like, we've spoken about how it looks like there's not as many. Did we speak about it? Or was it just online? How it looks like there's not very many toilets. There's not much in the other campsites for the regular campers. And there's loads over here. And I just hope that they don't take anything away from the regular campers to go, well, if you want that, you need to pay for RIP. I was thinking, a bit like when we said we talked about Spotify and how Spotify made their free version worse to make people pay for it. You know, I really hope they don't do that. It looks like it doesn't look like they're doing it at the moment, but hopefully they won't. I'm sure there's probably a word for that kind of marketing, advertisement,
Yeah, I mean,
business.
It's definitely a tactic,
Business
without a doubt.
model. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there. But I think, overall, people will tell you, if this is your first downloads have very good toilets. I mean, we spoke about before, they've won awards for their toilets. They're normally in pretty good nick. I mean, I've been to other festivals. Bloodstock, whoo! That's what you call bad toilets. That was bad. That was hard to go into some of those. And I've never really had that at Download, apart from the first few years when they had the long drops. Since they've changed to the cubicles, they really overall, within context of festivals, it's not like going to someone's toilet in the house. Do you know what I mean? But they are quite good. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Because we'll have a good walk around the campsite, like we said on that Thursday. And we'll see, because if there isn't enough toilets, I can tell you right now, people are going to kick off.
Yeah.
Because toilets is a huge thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, they don't look doesn't look like there's a lot of them, but just because it's a WC sign, that could mean fucking 50 toilets. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah, but then that's fair if there's a lot of toilets there, but the whole walk to get there from the other side of again, using the blue as the example, that's probably a good 15-minute walk to the toilet from the other side.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
well, yeah, maybe they'll just put that in there now to say there's going to be toilets. That's not specific to where they're going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll spread them out a bit more.
Small bits every other places, but yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else on here that I wanted to talk about? Was there anything else on here you wanted to talk about?
No, I just think, we won't go into too much detail because obviously people can look at the map for themselves, but we just wanted to make some comments on it's a huge change, and we're excited. So we hope you are as well. If it's your first time at Download, obviously this will be your map, so you won't realise the changes. But there has been a lot. But I'm excited. It's going to be good.
I'm excited.
I'm vibing, mate. I'm blessed.
Less than a week, man. By the time you hear this, it'll be hours. Several hours until we go. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
I was just making a weird, excited noise. Cool. But yeah, I think... Is that everything that we've run through? I don't have any more.
It's not everything. Like I said, I thought by the time this comes out, it'll be the Sunday before Download Festival. So I didn't take notes of every single thing because if there's certain things that you're waiting until that time to learn, you're leaving it too late already. So I don't want to be doing talking about all the obvious things. I can't think of any examples of them, but e-tickets. I know we've spoken about them because it's different, but other things like that people really should have learnt about by now. But maybe not. I mean, because I'm in all of the groups, I see everything as it comes out, and so many people posting it, so many other podcasts, bands, the traders are posting it. So I see loads of everybody doing it. So I assume anybody who's into this kind of thing knows. But I know for a fact that Jacob, who's going to be coming with me, I don't think he's in any of the Download groups, or he tries to stay off of Facebook. So I don't think he knew about the e-tickets until he got an email a couple of days ago. So that's bad on my part. There could very well be more people like Jacob listening that get a lot of new information from us. So I apologise if I've been rubbish about that. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I know I should be, but it's difficult getting my head around. Maybe there is. So yeah, I didn't write down any notes other than what I've said already.
Oh, that's great. No, I think we've covered pretty much all the info and stuff that's really changed and happened in the sort of big wide world. Obviously, the best way to do Download is just go and learn for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll figure out everything and all that. But I hope we've given people some information and a few things that they didn't know, and a few little bits and tips here and there. And now we're just heading towards our Download celebration episode that will be coming out the Wednesday of Download. So like you said, we got loads of voice clips for that. Still time to send them in. Yeah. So please send them in.
Of course, yeah. Send them in to us. Don't forget. Hopefully you've done it already. Hopefully you stopped when I told you to stop and sent them in. You listen to it in a couple of days. Was there anything else? There's nothing else you want to talk about? Okay. I really want to quickly just do a quick shout out in this episode. Actually, we had an amazing message from someone on Instagram. Actually, which was it was cool. I could have left it for next week and put it in with all the other messages, or next episode and put it in with all the other messages. But I do think this deserves to be in like a shout out bit on its own because it was awesome, and I really appreciated it. Yeah, it was from Max Waddle, and I'm sure you'll be listening, so thank you. We really, really appreciate this message that you sent us. It says, "Hi guys, just thought I'd send a message to let you know what a cracking podcast you're making. Me and my partner were watching some Download vlogs on YouTube to up the already high excitement and discovered Simon's videos, where he mentioned this podcast. Been listening to your descriptions of all the bands playing each day. Wow, that's got to be a tough job going through them all and reading their bios." It is. It really is. I'm putting it down to the fact that I managed to do it to a half decent level because I've been reading to my kids for 2-3 years now. Otherwise, I would have struggled, and I would have chosen not to do that. I think. But
no, it was good because like some of those descriptions were literally ludicrous. So you done literally the best you could with what you had to read. Yeah. Because some of it was the grammar was all over the place.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Max. It's going to be a tough job. And some more. Been listening while at work, and it has helped me rethink some of the bands to go see. Like, I'm now going to give Normandy and Sleep Token a go. I assume Sleep Token's you're doing. Well, I know all of us you're doing. I just read the bio. You did again, for the fourth episode in a row, heavy lifting. Yeah. You'll be able to carry everybody's stuff. The amount of heavy lifting you've been doing recently. You just say, all right, everybody, give me your stuff. I'll take it all. You just walk. You just drink beer into the campsite, and I'll carry it. Oh,
I am not carrying your shit. Yeah?
Okay. But yeah, oh, sorry, it goes on fucking tangent in the middle of reading someone else's message. Fucking dickheads. So anyway, just thought I'd say I'm really enjoying your content and appreciate all the work you guys are putting in to make a super enjoyable, informative and funny podcast. Also, hope you guys have an epic download this year. Might even spot you. And it's nice to hear that we're funny, because humor is subjective. That's probably the right word? Like,
definitely, yeah, definitely. There's some stuff where people are cracking up. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then other stuff, I'm like pissing myself, and people are like, "What the hell are you? Why are you laughing?"
Yeah,
it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't want to make a serious podcast, but I don't want to try too hard to try and put jokes in. I mean, I do that sometimes, and I probably delete those bits because I'm like, no, it's bullshit. Stop trying too hard. Just be yourself, and people will love it. So it's good to hear that, because I haven't had to put an act on. So it's good to hear that what I'm doing, and for me at least anyway, it's good for me to hear what I'm doing is funny. It's nice, really nice to hear. Thank you, Max.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like, yeah, great words, and like that's what all we've aimed for. We just want people to listen, have a bit of fun, and like just dig the stuff that we're going through. Like I said, we're just being ourselves, two mates having a chat about shit.
Yeah,
that's it. It's literally all this podcast is.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that people are really enjoying it.
And and also you'll probably see how much of a great time we will have in your vlogs.
Yes,
I'm gonna be the star of the show. And
I'm going to make you the star of the show. I'm going to cut it so you are the star of the show.
Awesome. And obviously Ben's you messaged me the other day saying Ben's going to be camping with us. So
shout out to Ben of Chids Vids, the legendary download vlogger.
Yeah,
because that's what he is.
Yeah, we have two people making vlogs.
So it's going to be two vlogs.
Yeah. It'd be funny. I was watching a food channel a while ago, like a eating channel. I can't remember the guy's name now, but it's funny when he does like challenges with other people, and the video it shows them both doing their intro to their videos, and they just got to wait for the other person to finish their intro, and it's quite funny. But yeah, I assume that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see what the vlogs are like. But yeah, I'll have all that shit up after download and be able to see, but we'll talk about afterwards how much fun we had, which I'm sure we will.
I'm going to paint my coconuts black and white stripes so I can clump them together to start.
Yes, get a little write on them, scene 1, take 2.
Yes,
I love
awesome. Right, okay. Shall we finish up there?
Yeah, man.
It does feel like there's so much that we haven't spoken about, but like we said, we can't go through it all. Like we said, it's quite a late stage in the day, really. But if there is still things you're not sure about, go to the website, go to Download's website. They've got all the information there you'll need. Don't put yourself at a point where you could be getting false information from people online. Usually there's enough people out there to sort of tell them what they've said is wrong. But the website's got all the information you need. So go over there if you need it. That is where we're going to leave it for this episode. So thank you all for listening. We have been Dear Download. You can catch us in 2 weeks. If you don't see us at the festival, you can catch us in 2 weeks, where we'll be talking about what an amazing festival we've just had. Hopefully,
fingers crossed.
So that's goodbye from Simon.
Goodbye,
and a goodbye from me. Goodbye.